I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon. Graduate class of 2020, parents, friends, my fellow board members, Superintendent Rossetti, Principal Zini, and staff. I want to welcome you all here today to the 2020 Blue Hills Regional Technical School High School graduation. First off, congratulations to all the graduates in all my years. But who would have thought in 2020 we'll be celebrating all of this here today virtually. You'll have lots to be proud of and have accomplished so much this year. You've studied remotely, attended Zoom meetings, missed proms, social gatherings, and you worked through all of this to a construction of the school. To say 2020 has not been the easy ride would be an understatement. However, each of you has done it with grace, class, and made us all very proud. For that, we thank you. The diploma which you'll receive represents a lot of hard work, dedication, commitment, and achievement will make you a turning point in your lives. Your class will be greatly missed and extremely memorable. It's been quite a journey. Looking forward, your future is yours, and be true to yourself. There's a children's book that my wife and I used to read to our children when they were young. When each of them went to college, my wife made sure to give them the book, and I like to quote from Dr. Seuss. You have the brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose, but you are your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who decide where to go. Congratulations, Blue Hills class of 2020. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Kevin Connolly, and I'm one of the school committee members representing the town of Norwood. To the class of 2020, I want to say congratulations to one and all. And this has got to be one of the most memorable classes in my close to 30 years on the school committee. So, you started off well in the fall, which I was watching your football games and lacrosse games and all the stuff that we do. And then pandemic happens in the winter, so we don't get to see you in the spring sports. Your senior year is cut differently, no prom, and we are trying to make this work. But look on the bright side. I feel everybody's pain. As a Red Sox fan, we lost Mookie Betts. And the 20-year run of the New England Patriots and Tom Brady ends. Another memorable moment for the class of 2020. Congratulations, one and all. Good luck, and don't be a stranger. Come on back. Thank you.
Good afternoon, graduates. I am so proud to be here on this your happiest moment. May you continue to overcome obstacles with ease, and may you follow your dreams for true happiness throughout life. The district school committee and myself have no doubt that you'll rise up to the occasion to continue to make us proud. Way to go, Warriors, and best of wishes.
Congratulations, graduates, and welcome back to Blue Hills. We're so happy to have you here today. You've been through a lot these past 3 months, and your presence here today shows that you are truly warriors. But it's worth remembering that your tenure at Blue Hills has lasted for 4 years, not 3 months. You've made countless friends and memories that you will not soon forget. We hope that you will continue to call Blue Hills a second home and remain a Blue Hills graduate for the rest of your life.
Hello, staff, faculty, family, and friends, and especially my fellow graduates. Before I begin, we as graduates have a lot to be thankful for. Most importantly, to our families for all that they have done. Without their support, none of us would have come this far. I would also like to thank the entire faculty at Blue Hills for giving us guidance and knowledge over the past 4 years. Finally, we can be thankful for each other. The friendships that we have made here will last a lifetime. So we finally made it to the day that many of us have dreamt about since we were young. But even though we're finally here, it is not how we expected it to be. We all know the many things that we have each lost this year, a list that could go on and on and on. But most of all, we lost our valuable last moments with each other, our last days at Blue Hills. Because it was never about what we were doing, but it was about the fact that we were doing it together. This 1 year never has and never will be able to define who we are and who we were and who we will be as a class. What defined us as a class was who we were as individuals and what we all learned from each other as a group, how we shaped each other into who we are today. I know I will remember our class as the one who could make anything funny, that could scream the loudest at pep rallies, and that always supported each other when it mattered the most. In these past years, we have all grown immensely, none of us being the same person that walked through those doors freshman year. And even though we won't always be together in the future, the things we have learned from each other will stay. When you reach the end in the way that we did, it's easy to focus on the would-haves. Like I would have ran my hardest at my last track meet. I would have taken in all the small moments I might one day miss. I would have said my last goodbye and thank you to my friends and teachers who have shaped me into who I am today. But instead of being brought down by those would-haves, just take a step back and remember to enjoy every moment in the present, because you never know if that moment you just had was really your last. Remember all the good times that we had and all that we have accomplished rather than focusing on what could have been. Turn your I would haves into your I dids. Be proud of what you have done here and how it has set you up for a bright future. Be happy remembering all the times with our friends in our shops, and know that every one of us graduating today have finally made it here after many years of hard work. So celebrate your accomplishments. You deserve it. The only thing we know about the future is that it is unknown, and this year definitely proved that. However, I believe that everyone in our class will accomplish fantastic things in the future. Whether that involves going to college, entering the workforce, or joining the military, our relentless perseverance in the face of difficulty is testimony to all that we can do. So thank you and congratulations.
Good evening, Blue Hills administrators, faculty, family, and fellow graduates. As I sat down to write this speech, I was utterly clueless as to where I should start. So, like any other student, I Googled what to do. After some digging, I began to realize how little I could take away from other speeches, as Blue Hills isn't just a regular school, and this past year certainly hasn't been regular either. It's strange to say I'd be ending my 12 years of schooling in such fashion. Everyone had always told me how senior year goes by quick, and with the last few months stuck at home, they certainly weren't kidding. I could reminisce about how great the last 4 years have been, the friends we've all made, pep rallies and sporting events, but today is about moving forward into the real world, so I'll try to focus on the present in hopes of showcasing the foundation that will lead us to our future. To begin, I'd like to thank those around me who helped me get where I am today. My parents, who supported me through even my worst moments and pushed me to be the best version of myself. My friends at school, I don't know if I would have stayed at Blue Hills without all of you. I'd also like to thank my teachers and administrators, as BHR wouldn't be the same without its outstanding faculty. Lastly, as promised, a quick shout out to the calculus crew and electrical gang. High school wouldn't be the same without you guys. Over the past 4 years, we've learned a number of skills and lessons from our teachers. Mr. Sass and Mr. Groh taught us about electrical theory and the use of multiple wiring methods. Mrs. Daly showed us how to utilize countless literary techniques in our writing. Mr. Morris taught us how a pen is only a pen because we call it a pen. And Mrs. Hedges showed us how turtles and snails have sex. Yes, I did just mention sex in my valedictorian speech. Without a doubt, everything we've learned from our time at Blue Hills will be valuable going forward into the real world. But I believe the most important lesson our class has learned, whether they wanted to or not, is overcoming adversity. Booker T. Washington once stated that success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has overcome. There hasn't been a school year such as this to exist in history. We're experiencing history right now, and although it may seem like a small hiccup in the long road ahead to many of us, the COVID-19 pandemic is and was a serious obstacle each of us had to endure and overcome in our own way. When it started, we learned new terms such as social distancing, and even got an extra long break from school that wasn't even close to as exciting as it sounds. Instead of going to parties and playing sports, we drove to parking lots and hung with friends from a distance as there was literally nothing else to do. This is what makes the class of 2020 so unique and memorable. The thing is, nobody wishes for a senior year quite like ours. Every student wants what comes at the end of high school: senior events and activities, prom, a traditional graduation. Thanks to this wonderful outbreak and our poor rule following skills, all of these things are off the table. But there's an upside to every obstacle. Our class will come out of this stronger and will learn to appreciate the little things more than anyone. We'll recall these memories in the future and share stories about the times when the world shut down. And what started as a shut-in with social distancing rules grew into a revolution for social change. As we've grown as a class, more has been thrown at us. Our struggles with school construction seem so minor now. Coronavirus, adapting to online learning, and a drive-up graduation even seems minor, as the obstacles in our path are no longer school-related. They have now manifested into social, economic, and environmental issues we now share a part in solving, as we aren't too young or lack the power to address them. These are things like climate change, pollution, but most importantly, social injustice. Many people, like myself, will never truly understand what others, even our close friends, may go through. But this much is clear: we must stand for what is right. Murders like that of George Floyd are inexcusable. The senseless killing rightfully became a rallying cry for justice and tore down the reputations of good officers. There is no place in society for what happened, nor any form of police brutality. Black Lives Matter. That, I hope, we can all agree on. The protests calling for justice are necessary, but they sometimes unintentionally serve as a platform for the few people that hide behind and use the movement as an opportunity to create chaos. Martin Luther King Jr. believed that hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. As the next generation, it's our responsibility to change these problems and racism in society in the right ways. We must strive to be respectful, kind, and fair to everyone. We must use our resources to help and offer hope to those who lack it. Everyone here has a voice, the power to make a difference, and the ability to do good. We, the class of 2020, are an important part of this revolution. We are not the class of social distancing, we are the class of social change. Although talk about overcoming historic obstacles in the world may seem overwhelming to some after just graduating, we're not in this alone. We've made friends and connections with those who support us all right here. As each of us embark on our own journeys in separate directions, continue to keep the lessons and wisdom gained from our time at Blue Hills. Thank you, and congratulations to all of us.
Each year, Student Council will donate a specific gift for the Blue Hills community so it can benefit the other classes that come after us. This year, for the class of 2020, we'll be donating the rest of our funds to fix the speakers for the gym. It'll be very useful and it'll be very pleasurable for PE classes, for any games that has to do with the gym, or any specific events. Thank you.
Congratulations to the Blue Hills Regional Technical High School class of 2020. Commencement is one of the greatest milestones of anybody's lifetime. You certainly have experienced the rarest of senior years, but you've made it through. Nothing has stopped you, not even a pandemic. We celebrate each and every one of you. Be proud. We certainly are proud of each and every one of you. It has been a trying time these past few months. However, despite these challenges, you have thrived. You have done it. As you venture off into new experiences, you will encounter a wealth of new opportunities. Based on the foundations of both the technical and academic curriculum here at Blue Hills Regional, an outstanding curriculum, I might add, you are prepared to seize the moment. I have every confidence that you will. Congratulations, class of 2020. I am so proud of each and every one of you, and so proud of the wonderful foundation that has been provided to you here at Blue Hills Regional Technical High School. God bless you, best wishes, and I look for wonderful things from each and every one of you down the road. Thank you so much.
Hello, fellow classmates, Blue Hills faculty, district school committee members, alumni, and families. And welcome to the Blue Hill Regional Technical School's 57th annual commencement ceremony for graduating seniors. Wow, what a time to be graduating. Our class was the first class to successfully take Senior Skip Day to the next level and transform it to Senior Skip Months. And that this is just a small sample of what we are capable of. Seriously though, even though we cannot embrace and celebrate our achievements together in a fashion that we are used to, there are still plenty of things that should be celebrated, for we have shown that we can tackle anything the future may throw our way. As Robert Frost once said, in 3 words I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. Our class has been beaten and battered by the major school construction and forced into a lockdown isolation against a rapidly spreading pandemic virus, something that hasn't happened in over 100 years. We have witnessed social injustice and are taking part in changing these social injustices. Nobody could have envisioned this is how the class of 2020 would go down, our last normal day of school being on March 13th, but somehow life goes on. And we did not collapse under the weight of it. We prevailed. We have proven already that we can adapt and that we can overcome. We aren't the class of construction or the class of Corona. We are the class of change and the class of champions. To the students continuing their education, may the skills and habits you have developed during our time at Blue Hills follow you, knowing you are prepared for the path of higher education with the foundation you've set here at Blue Hills. To the students entering the workforce, may the skills and habits you've developed and perfected in your vocational program serve as a solid foundation to become a master of your profession. And to those serving in any branch of the service, may our gratitude and support be a strength, along with the strong educational foundation you gained here, and help see you through the times ahead. I would also finally like to take this opportunity to thank the faculty and families that have guided and supported us through our 4 years here at Blue Hills. To my fellow graduates, may we use the lessons that we've learned to guide us in making a positive change for a better tomorrow.
My name is Jeff Zini, principal of Blue Hills Regional Technical School. I would like to recognize and thank Ms. Rossetti, superintendent, and Mr. Tom Polito, chair of the district school committee. It is our pleasure and our honor to present diplomas to our well-deserving seniors. Mr. Chairman, it now gives me great pleasure to present to you this class of 2020, who have successfully completed their academic and technical requirements for graduation, and therefore are awarded this high school diploma. Students who graduate with honors have received a B or better yearly average in all classes for 4 years. Students who graduate with high honors have received an A yearly average in all classes for 4 years. And now I'll read the graduates. Emerson D. Brathwaite. Kenneth Philip Fernald. You can go straight down and I'll take a picture down the end. James Dennis Graziano. Dominic L. Schiavo with honors. Christian Pete Alexander. Aliu V. Bawo. Dimitri Marco Di Cristofaro. Mark Anthony Di Cristofaro in absentia. Trevor John Eklund. Lawrence Leroy James Jr. Aiden Mark Johnson. Gavin James Lally. Daniel T. DiMaggio in absentia. Shalea Janae Smoot with honors. Anthony Michael Woods. Daniel T. Namaje. Donovan P. Duchesne. Taylor Ariana Jones. Zachary Thomas Marr. Terrence Jr. Node. Connor W. Fingston. Nicholas P. Philemon. Vladimir C. Prasad. Nathaniel A. Sims. Jonathan George Stoll. Christian M. Torres. Jalicia T. Venus McLean. I'll now read the graduate names. Sophie M. Bell. Diamond V. Daly in absentia. Olivia Rose Dykes. Autumn Rain Murphy. Alexa Troy Smoot. Brianna L. Stanley. Sydney Hope Wright with honors. Ryan C. Albergo with high honors. Nicholas James Burnham. Brendan J. Curvin. Dario Paul Dean. Jason Gerard Delezia. John C. Delezia. Malik Harley Dunn. Andrew Jackson Flavin. Hunter Eric Larocco. Michael Francis Magoon, Jr. with honors. Mason River Murphy. Special presentation by Mr. Eric Erskine. Devin Matthew Polson. Evan Joseph Prezzuti. Michael Patrick Saleda. Andre P. Teixeira Jr. Isabel M. Baer. Michaela Haley Dunn with honors. Alyssa Marie Fajardo. Jaden A. Gilmore Brooks. Ashanti Danae Gordon. Francis Xavier Kelly with honors. Matthew J. McCarthy. Brittany Lucia Peasy. Brianna Liz Rosa with honors. Natalia Christina Ruffin. Brendan Paul Spinelli. Destiny Taylor with high honors. Mariana Judith Tehran. Diamond V. Daly. Shakaya Elizabeth Flambeau. Daniel J. Hawks. Leanza Jean Pierre. Isabella M. Luongo. Natalie Jean Manassi. Colin Richard Queenan. Dante DJ Robbie. Robert P. Ryan with honors. Sarah A. Sadler. Angela Rose Sanchez. Ignatius G. Steck. Sienna Marie Teresa Tull. Lanaya Yvonne Ahmad. Brielle Nicole Blanchard. Margaret Mary DeBordes Jackson. Adriana N. Fiorino. Ariane Charisse Howard with honors. Jade L. Pelletier. Hunter Alton Finney. Olivia Sky Punjatori with honors. Matthew L. Reisfelder with honors. Kalisha Valmir. Samantha Carson Welch. Jace Douglas Bador Excel with honors. Christopher A. Contreras. Julian Caesar Cruz. Rafael A. Denoves. Avery Atif Delgado. Brandon Joseph Holbert with honors. Jaden R. Johnson. Deborah Dantas de Lima Montero. Sebastian Mundo. Carolyn Rose Politano. Brianna J. Ramey with high honors. Angela Christina Vargas Lopez. Matthew Edward Westhaver with honors. Tay Janae Averett. Holly Emma Canavan with honors. Georgia Adonai Dorfere with honors. Ashley Elizabeth Fegan with honors. Kaya Nichelle Holman. Jessica Samika Genti. Michael Thomas O'Connor. Kayla Tiffany Pierre-Louis. Lily Teresa Roberge. Lauren Elizabeth Sinclair with honors. Thomas M. Coakley. Tyler Michael Lally. David K. Nameje. Edgar B. Santos. Kyle Dylan Taylor with high honors. Shane Michael Vasquez. Our first name is in absentia, Christian I. Kuhn in absentia. Anthony M. Hall Rosa. Mackenzie Marie Hannah with honors. Michaela Rose Newcomb. Tajay C. Node. Vernell Lee Peel. Julian Robert Printemps. Desiree Jada Rodriguez. Jamelia Amaris Ross. Gabrielle Ann Schleicher. Congratulations. Galen Patrick Galiotos with honors. A special presentation by Mr. Eric Erskine. Zachary C. Gianginello. Kevin Peter Gibbons. Jaden Christopher Hood with honors. Jordan F. Keynes. John Stephen Leonard. Aiden J. Manning. Sergio A. Mejia. Alex Dimitri Moldaver. Sean Patrick O'Neill. Brandon Seamus Robinson with high honors. Elon Theodore Sargent Solis. Nathaniel Jose M. Torres. Justin Stephen Tresca. Dominic Jason Vidiello. Saul Ariel Alicia Jr. Jack K. Baker. Mayel Duzabel. Nashley Fenelus in absentia. Brandon Joseph Foley. Kyle Austin Isaacson with honors. Zoe Lynn Labadie. Lorenzo Malcolm Lamassa. Savannah Rose Lynch. John M. Tachi. And Sean Vasquez in absentia. William C. Arkovich with honors. Shay Edward Bagtaz. Leah Deborah Becker. Haley Morgan Damiano. Isabel Lee Damigella. Karina Isabel Delgado with honors. Erica Marie Eklund. Nisa Key Luis. Liliana J. Miller. Abigail E. Perez with honors. Kyra J. Fail. Sephora Jennifer Pierre Luis. Brianna Hope Politano with honors in absentia. Isabel Quesada with honors. Stacy Registre. Jessica M. Rojas. Megan E. Stackpole with honors in absentia. Vita Marie Vallis. Brendan Seamus Costello. Jared Christopher Diude. Egidio Michelangelo D'Antuano. Kevin Michael Flaherty. Kaylin Victoria Henry. Mitchell R. Laracy. Brandon Thomas Mahar. Kevin James Patrick McGrath. Dominic Patrick Mulvey. Joseph Robert Picard. Jesse Garone Shields. Nashley Fenelis. Tyrone B. Castillo. Cameron Charles Connor. Jared Joseph Drew Jr. Congratulations. Christopher James Flesser. Robert C. Garcia. Honesty Michelle Headley. Anthony John Leo. Shaler P. McKee with honors. Matthew J. Mercer. Robert Joseph Merlot, Jr. Joshua A. Tucker. Theodore D. Young with honors. Congratulations to Metal Fab and to all the seniors in the class of 2020. After the Life Touch photos are done, we'll ask that you return to your cars and your families. We will dismiss you as a group. You are the last graduation ceremony of the class of 2020. Thank you very much for your cooperation, your support, for all that you have done.
Members of the class of 2020, parents, guardians, and families, district school committee members, Blue Hills administrators, faculty and staff, and distinguished guests. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my privilege as superintendent to welcome you to a drive-through graduation that is unique in our school's 54-year history. That is fitting because the class of 2020 is unique, and like no other Blue Hills senior class ever was or will be, this turbulent moment in time is unique in our nation's history, a history marked by glory and grandeur, suffering and sacrifice, triumph and turmoil. Our seniors have had so much to cope with and adapt to lately. First came a once-in-a-life-century global pandemic that ravaged every nation on earth, taking hundreds of thousands of lives, pushing healthcare professionals to the brink of their endurance, and disrupting education, jobs, gatherings, sports, and everything else we care about yet take for granted. Odd-sounding phrases like social distancing and flattening the curve entered our shared vocabulary. We switched to remote learning and transformed our living rooms into classrooms. Face masks got to be as common as backpacks. Staying 6 feet apart became the strange new norm. Hand sanitizer, Zoom meetings, and one-way aisles in supermarkets were among our imperfect defenses against a mysterious virus with no cure. Then, in the midst of the fear and uncertainty brought about by COVID-19, since the day in May when George Floyd died, people of all ages, religions, and ethnic backgrounds have crowded the streets in big cities and small towns to march, chant, kneel, pray, and connect with each other. So what happened to Mr. Floyd and others will never happen again to another human being. For too long, we have taken for granted an America in which black men and women like George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and scores of other innocent citizens perish needlessly because of prejudice, intolerance, and violence that are shamefully routine. It doesn't have to be that way. Ask yourself, what do I take for granted? Ask yourself, should I passively accept the way things are, or do I want to join the movement demanding sweeping change? Ask yourself, what kind of nation do I want to live in, and what are my dreams for our country's future? Since March, all of us have learned not to take our health for granted, and not to take our brothers and sisters of black and brown for granted. We have all changed drastically in only 3 months. Blue Hills is not the same either, but I can promise you this. We will always uphold justice, fairness, honesty, and integrity. As your administrators and teachers, we will always try to be role models who exemplify the highest ideals. We will always put the education, needs, and lives of our students first. I believe that from losses can come important gains. Missing out on the final weeks of senior year was very hard, but this has been a time of growth for you, nevertheless. Watching the pain of those who are unemployed due to the pandemic deepened your empathy. Seeing the grief of relatives who could not visit loved ones in hospitals and nursing homes in their last days because of the coronavirus made you appreciate your own families even more. You have been inspired by the fierce moral courage of those who vowed after George Floyd's death to banish systemic oppression and racial bias forever. In planning what I would say to you today, I thought of the speech that Senator Robert F. Kennedy made on April 4th, 1968, the day that Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. was taken from us. The words Senator Kennedy spoke 52 years ago, following that wrenching tragedy, are especially appropriate now. He said in part, "What we need in the United States is not division. What we need in the United States is not hatred. What we need in the United States is not violence or lawlessness, but love and wisdom and compassion toward one another, and a feeling of justice toward those who still suffer within our country, whether they be white or they be black. Let us dedicate ourselves to what the Greeks wrote so many years ago, to tame the savageness of man and make gentle the life of this world. Let us dedicate ourselves to that and say a prayer for our country and for our people. In closing, I sincerely thank our families, teachers, administrators, and staff for the way they immediately stepped up and did whatever was necessary to assist our students during the past few months. No superintendent could be prouder of their school community than I am. I have unlimited faith in all our new graduates. What you have witnessed and absorbed in the last 90 overwhelming days has taught you lessons you will never forget. Your passion, resolve, and sense of righteous purpose will help make this a better and more just nation. On behalf of our entire Blue Hills Regional community, I wish you everlasting health, happiness, success, and above all, peace. Good luck, my seniors, the class of 2020.
Graduates of the class of 2020, I am honored to congratulate you each on your accomplishments during your 4 years at Blue Hills. We often say here that you get 2 educations in one, a full range of academics combined with a full vocational program, preparing you for the workforce or for post-secondary education. Maybe you have actually received 3 educations in your time here. In addition to your academics and your vocational program, you have hopefully learned to overcome obstacles, challenges, and disruptions that nobody would have thought possible just a few months ago. Despite all of the turmoil of 2020, a year we will never forget, we are here on a beautiful June day to reflect, celebrate, and look forward. Your accomplishments over the past 4 years have prepared you for something more. I encourage you to spend the days and weeks ahead looking forward. You are entering adulthood in a world that few would call at peace. But in the midst of amazing challenges and obstacles, opportunity is often waiting. You get to decide how you will meet these challenges and how you will rise to the tasks before you. So as I am tasked today to give you just a small piece of advice, I will turn to that sage philosopher, Mr. Rogers. He said, real strength has to do with helping others. As I look around today in the world, this resonates with me strongly. As you go about changing the world, you'll be faced with choices. Choices about how to treat others. Choices about how to listen to others. Choices about what to sacrifice. Choices about what to hold on to. Choices about how to work and how to play. My question for you is how you will make the choices in your life. Will you choose yourself or will you choose others? Will you help yourself or will you help others? We live in a time when strength is often misunderstood. But as Mr. Rogers said, real strength has to do with helping others. I hope that as you leave Blue Hills and begin your next journey, helping others will be central to how you live. Congratulations, we know you will make us proud.